If it wasn't for this family, this boy really might have lost his life this day. If you haven't seen this video, it made me absolutely livid. This family was out paddleboarding and they stumbled upon this kid named Marquise. And he was on like the shoreline and it seemed like his friends left him. And it was taunting him, making monkey noises and all kind of stuff. He was saying he cannot swim. Obviously, these wasn't really good friends, so apparently they set him up to do this, and he was stuck out there, and his family came and rescued him.
Get going again. We got this.
Hey, they copied us.
That's cool.
How dare you call it cool? Daddy, a lot of people have copied our house to drive in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're probably jumping.
What did you say that part?
Police said that word, Justin. I'm glad you could hear that from a mile away.
It's like, ah!
No, that was.
See how fast it's going.
Imagine if the thing freaking.
Up.
Switch in the water. And then,
Wait,
Fair, tell them to hold off the back.
You can swim down, wherever you fucking retard. Bro, how am I gonna get you back home? You don't think Mama Marquise is gonna be worried? Yeah, your mom. My mom's name. My dad's your mom's always worried about you. My dad's in prison. I think that's why. When your dad's in prison, we know, we can tell just by looking at you. Bro, we get you can't swim. Bro, just go get a kayak. I'll fucking life jacket on, Marquise.
I'll just wait.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
No, I'm black. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say.
Bro, yes it does.
Bro, I'll just find a way. Hey.
hi.
Yeah, they think I'm about to go back, but I can't.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
I'm gonna die.
Standing right
Hold
now.
on to the
You
back
have to
part
go
more.
On,
I'm
you
just trying to
did
get
that
over
to get
there.
over there.
We can get
We
you.
taught him how to swim.
Oh, so I can just like hold on to the back.
Right here if you want.
Yeah, I might drown.
You won't drown.
You won't
I'm gonna try to
drown.
get
You're not going to drown. I promise you won't drown.
There you go.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Huh?
Hey,
What's your
Oh,
name?
my name is Marquise. But everybody calls me LeVar because I go to like Denellen.
are you okay? Are you okay?
Ma'am?
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was okay getting over here. And they think I'm about to swim back. I can't even swim.
Good job right now.
Probably I'm holding on this. And it's my first time here.
It's your
Oh,
first
first time? Well, welcome.
Yeah.
How'd you get over here?
Yeah, what
They made me
happened?
take that way over there, and they had 2 life jackets on. I'm never coming back with y'all.
Yo, we told you if you were coming, we had a life jacket.
life
makes you
jacket.
float.
This ain't even for a big kid. This for a little kid.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm never coming back with y'all.
I don't know what to say.
Fuck, his friends are.
I wonder how old he was.
The same people who keep talking about how why are you guys making this a racial war is the ones that actually started first. But when black people start talking about it, you guys turn it around and like, oh, you guys are just no. So this thing was actually left in the leak by his friends. So according to the sister, she said that, they have actually hung out before and, he came back, there was no issue at all. All of a sudden, this particular one, they had to leave this guy in the lake. And to think that, they gave him the wrong verse and this guy can't even swim. Guys, you're welcome back again to the YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I'm going to let the rest of the videos roll, right? Then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to original creators of those videos. Please do us a like, subscribe, and share. So let's go watch, and I'll come back with more. Don't forget to drop your take in the comments. Let's go.
So I just wanted to address this video real quick of my family and I helping this young boy across the river the other day. Most of the comments are really positive, but some of them are really negative, and some girl made a video making some wild claims about us, so I just wanted to address a few things. First of all, when we were first paddling down the river, all we could hear was their voices. Sound travels really easy on water, so we could only hear voices. We could not see them. We couldn't hear exactly what they were saying. As we got closer, I could kind of make out what they were saying more. I could tell it was more serious than I first thought, but I still didn't understand what was going on. As we got close enough, I noticed that the voices sounded like teenagers, and then once we could see them, that's when I noticed the entire situation unfolding. He first said that he couldn't swim and that they gave him a life jacket, but when I saw him, the life jacket was really small. Water, I'm on the water all the time. Water is so unforgiving, it can turn deadly in a split second. There was a current that day, there was wind, and he said he couldn't swim well. That was a recipe for disaster, so I knew right then and there I wasn't going to leave him to just cross on his own. So like I said before, I didn't understand what was going on. They were laughing, they were bantering back and forth, they were talking crap to each other. I didn't know what was happening, but then they also seemed like they knew each other, they were friends. So I was so confused, but I helped him across. He got the back of our board. Paddle boards are hard to get on if you're in like waist deep water. They're kind of hard to get up on. So he just hung to the back of the board. We got him straight across the river. And then as we were dropping him off, he was like talking crap to his friends and sticking up for himself. So my husband was laughing, like good for him. He was sticking up for himself. Anyway, this whole situation was such a learning moment for not only my family, but for that boy and the friends. And obviously, God wanted the internet to see it too, because this was a huge learning moment, I know, for myself and my kids and my husband. Absolutely unreal. Anyway, Marquise has gotten home safe and sound. He has checked in. Everything's okay. Hopefully this was a learning lesson for him and an eye-opener as to who he keeps as company. One thing I do want to point out that I noticed about all the negative comments and like the people dissecting this and saying it's not good enough or we should have done more, most of them are actually the same color as me, so that's kind of weird to notice. You would think that everyone would be happy that a life was saved.
Glad somebody commented this. Are these not white people saving him? Yes, these are white people saving him. I'm glad you pointed that out. I would expect that a father and a mother with children seen a person in distress and they came to save them, no matter what color. You pointing out that white people took the time to save them is literally trying to absolve the white people who left him there, stranded on a shoreline, knowing that he could not swim, told him to jump in that water, and then taunted him with making monkey noises and telling him how his mother would be concerned that he never showed up, thus proving how cruel and horrific those people are, and that there is a history and a culture of violence and cruelty in white America. A family saving him should be the normal. What is abnormal is leaving a person stranded and then making monkey noises on the shoreline. That's abnormal. But white Americans have always thought the whole making monkey noises at black people were funny things, right? And the truth of that is they do that because they see black people less than human. And even though you may not been trying to be malicious, you literally are trying to absolve the other racist people in the situation that were okay and comfortable with this black child dying because they ultimately just left him there, laughed it off and paddled away while he was in fear for his life. There's a lot of white people who struggle with understanding that humanity is the bare minimum of life. Racism and cruelty shouldn't be a culture, and white people have rallied around that so much that it has become their sole identity. They have grown community off of racism. They have grown love for each other off of racism. But the fact that people are highlighting, oh, white people did something nice for a black person should already tell you that typically this is not a thing that happens. And they're highlighting this while also eliminating the fact that a black person was in an all-white space and literally almost lost his life. And the same people could care less and acted like it was another Tuesday, while taunting him and calling him a monkey, even though they were the ones that exhibited the animalistic behavior. And we have seen time and time again that black people entered white spaces believing that these people shared the same sentiment as them, in which they should have. And ultimately, their safety as a black person was absolutely jeopardized, and many times even resulting in their life being lost. And people have a hard time understanding that individually, yes, there are many white people who advocate for black people, who support black people, who are friends with black people. There are many, even during times of slavery. But as a collective conscious, it has been a culture of violence, racism, and torment. Two things can be true at the same exact time.
Update to the story. I spoke to Marquise's sister, and all of the boys that were involved in the incident attend Dunellen High School. Marquise's sister says that he was invited over by his friend Zach, who he's hung out with in the past, had no issue. In fact, his family have been very kind. Unbeknownst to Marquise, several other boys were coming over, and they're from the basketball team. They went down somewhere that they weren't supposed to be, at one of the boys' aunt's house, where they're able to access the lake, that area, and people go tubing and all of that. That's how he got over there. From my understanding, he was talked into it. They left him on the opposite side and was trying to force him to swim his way back, knowing damn well he couldn't swim. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I don't care. But the Dunellen, and they're on the basketball team, come to the front expeditiously. Primarily, I'm going to need to talk to the coach of the basketball team. Now, a couple of you guys have left comments about reaching out to the boys. They're all minors. I'm not worried about talking to them. The school and their parents come to the front expeditiously. Again, I am asking for the school and the parents of those boys to make a statement. And I'm not waiting too long on it.
I know darn well you ain't went out there to that lake and can't swim. I know darn well you ain't went out there to that lake and can't swim. Marquise, Lamar, they not your friends. They not your friends. They were willing to risk you drowning. And then they say they taught you how to swim. They not your friends. Don't you ever go nowhere with somebody that talking about we gonna teach you how to do something. Marquise, aka Lamar, if you don't already know, don't you go nowhere with nobody. Don't you go nowhere with nobody. Did your mama know you were gone? Did your mama know you were gone? Thank God for that family that came that actually saved your life. Because those boys was telling you, Marquise, they not your friends and they were not playing with you. Where is your mama at? Because I bet you she didn't know you were there. Especially you can't swim. Where your mama at? Tell your mama to come up here. Tell your mama to come up here, Marquise, aka Lamar. I need to talk to your mama.
They're contradicting when you say y'all aren't safe with white people, yet a white family helped him. I think evil comes in all shades. I would have helped him and even told him to stick with me and blah, blah, blah. Haley, I understand why you offended, girl. I get it. Y'all always offended when we point out the obvious. The obvious being that black people have never been fully safe as the only token black motherfucker in a room full of white people. Like, hello, history much? Present day much? I've heard countless stories of us being found literally papowed. A black man was papowed going on a camping trip with his white friends in a cabin. A black woman was found unalived in the backyard at a sleepover, and she was the only black woman there. And they claim she jumped off the second floor balcony, which does not even make any sense, because who's gonna go to a sleepover, take pictures, have a great time, and then commit suicide? The math just don't math. And on top of that, like I was saying, at the end of the day, we've never been fully safe just in this country walking around as black people. We get followed in stores, we get harassed, people are constantly trying to over police us. They think that white people think they have authority over us. We've seen a million Karen videos. You literally listened to my video to respond, and you didn't actually listen to what I was saying. I said not all of you all are like that, because I do believe that there are pockets of white people that are cool as fuck, that are not an imminent danger to you. However, as a collective, we know what it is. There is a lot of inherent bias, anti-blackness, and just flat out racism in your community, Haley. Now, if you are a hit dog hollerer, then I suggest that you check yourself, because at the end of the day, maybe you are one of the good whites. Maybe you are.
I literally made it a point to say, shouts out to that lady. I gave her flowers. The fact that you needed to sit up here and say, oh, it's a contradiction. It's not a contradiction. Multiple things can be true at the same time, darling. Muhammad Ali said, if 1,000 or 10,000 snakes is at your door and 100 of them are not venomous, are you going to open the door and let the snakes in? Are you going to take that chance? No. That wouldn't be wise. You have to be cautious. Black people have to be cautious, on guard, and always use discernment when it comes to other groups of people, not even just white people, but other groups of people outside of ourselves, even amongst each other, but so a million times more when we are in situations with other people that are not predominantly us. Historically and in modern times, it has not been safe. That's it. Of course, there's, bad people in every group. I never said that there wasn't. But when it comes to black people and what our relationship has been with white people, it has not been good.
See, moms, I don't know how I'm going to say this, but I feel that we should watch our kids' company. Like, we should watch the people they go out with. It's so hard to carry a child for 9 months and for somebody from somewhere to just come up and take that child from us for no reason. Like, take them in their prime. Okay, so it's very important for us to watch who our kids mingle with, watch where they go, who they go with. Like, don't just say because it was they had a good time the last time and you allowed them to. No, please don't do that. At this point, I think we should all just be careful, because these children are so precious to us, and God gave us these kids for a reason. They gave them to us for us to be able to take care of them. Okay, God put them in our heads to, be able to provide safety for them. So when you see danger, you try to cover up. Imagine that couple weren't in that lake. I'm going to say thank you so much to that couple that actually picked up that boy, because if they weren't there at that time, I don't know what would have happened. Who knows if any other person was going to come there to swim, and those kids actually left that child in there and went home without caring. He keeps shouting, I can't even swim, I can't swim. And you guys also had a mind to do that. See, when I tell you guys that this thing is something that is deep rooted, that's exactly what it is. Okay, so for some of you already coming to say, you see how a white couple could actually do that. See, even a black person can do it for anybody. That is humanity. I wonder why you guys turn these whole stories around and turn this whole thing to just suit your narrative because you want to call out black folks. I just wonder. And I love how Love Jones actually put it, because she's one creator that I love how she breaks down these things and try to educate these people, because sometimes they just come at you for nothing. And I just keep wondering, like, what kind of mind can a child, like a teenager have? Not one, not two of them, I don't know how many of them that was in that boat when they left that kid there, but none of them actually spoke up and said, even the friend that had gone out with him before couldn't even speak up and say, oh, the parents actually know he's going out with me, okay, please, can we go with him, or try to stand for him, or even anybody, any of them could literally. Oh my God, that shows you that this thing is something that is embedded from childhood. Like, most of them are just something like, you need to be careful. You literally need to be careful. When I saw this video, I just told myself, my kids are going nowhere to spend the night with there are no more sleepovers. They are not going anywhere. Or everybody stay in your house. We are literally staying in our house. Like, we are not going anywhere. Don't go anywhere. If you have to go out, so you're going out with me, you're going to the restroom, I follow you along. Like, literally follow you everywhere, just to make sure that you are safe. So please, we all need to be careful as parents, because when I watched this video, it's such a very traumatic moment for me. Like, I watched that video, I was traumatized. I was like, when I heard that kids crying and screaming in that lake, I was like, so some group of teenagers have the mind to leave their fellow teenagers in the lake, and they were headed home, and they would tell their parents, oh, we're back, and everything was fine. They are fine. Be careful. Just be careful who you take, who goes out with your child, who your child mingles around with. You better be careful. You really need to be careful. And I'm so grateful for those couple that actually, the couple that actually brought him back. Because if they were not there at the time, oh my God, it seems that they have other things coming. It seems like those kids that left that child there, it's like they have other things coming. Like maybe they have other thoughts or something. Like what kind of, I know that teenagers can literally be wild, right? I understand they can be wild. I understand that, but this is such a very horrific thing to even think about. Now, just be careful. As a parent, be careful who you let your kids go out with. Is very, very important. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I would love to hear your take as well in the comment section. What do you think about today's video? Drop it down below. I want to hear from you. I want to read from you. Let's talk about it. Credit to all creators on these videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop your own take in the comments. And I'll see you all on my next. Thank you so much, and see you all next time. Bye, my loves.